Hello everyone! Welcome back to Single Girl Budgets. My name is Jessica. Today I got paid. Let's just start with that. I got paid. I'm a little late. Usually I try to do my budget before I get paid, but it is what it is. So, let's set that off to the side. You guys, I got too much stuff. Uh-oh, what is happening to my phone? Okay, weird things were happening, but we're good. So, this is my last budget. Woohoo! Let's zoom you guys in a little. I know it's kind of hard to see because things are so tiny in this A5 size notebook, but I love this size. So, this was our last budget. We are going to go ahead and close this out, and then we will go ahead and get our next paycheck because this is a 3-paycheck month technically for me in October. However, everything's basically going towards November. So, first we're going to go back to our spending tracker. And we can kind of get everything in there. So, I have already highlighted and added up on this first week. Basically, in blue are credit transactions that are not subscriptions, because I'm not going to overspend on my subscriptions. I know what they are. I still track the amounts, but I can't keep spending on them. They're once a month. I also don't track my gas because, again, I'm not out driving in circles. So I really only get when I need gas. So, down here at the bottom, I have this beautiful little total expenses box, and I've went ahead and added everything up. I spent $108.26 on my credit card, $4 on my debit card, whew, big spender, and then $43-ish of cash. You guys know I'm terrible at tracking my cash. It is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna pretend I'm not. So let's go ahead and look at the second week. And I have had a lot of spending this week, you guys, or this paycheck, but I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. A lot came out of my sinking funds, which is awesome. Like, I'm loving sinking funds, you guys. And you probably would too. So first things first, green is gonna be our debit transactions. So I did run through the drive-thru one day. I ordered lunch because, yeah. I did stock some stuff up at Dollar Tree. There's a couple things there that I do buy all the time. And frankly, they had a bunch of, like, the Velveeta cheese packets. You guys, I've been looking for these in store forever. I love easy, like, one packet things like that. And I like to have them on hand. And I lucked out on my last grocery pickup and got a box of 3 for like $2 something. Well, when I went into Dollar Tree, they had a ton of them. So I may have bought like 5. And then a whole bunch of other shit I probably didn't need. But you know what? It'll get used. I did have to do another round of some grocery shopping. I say I had to, but you guys, in my house, if I'm out of coffee creamer, that means it's time to go shopping. Because I am a coffee addict. So I basically went to buy coffee creamer, ended up picking up a couple other things that I know I wanted, and before you know it, I've spent almost $100. Like, this is why I can't go in stores. And then the only thing I got on my credit card that we are going to track was an Amazon purchase because I needed some medicine. It was late at night. I ordered it, had it delivered the next day. It was kind of great. So, let's go ahead, and this is actually really easy for credit because I'm only going to do the $13.70 because the other two, this was gas, which I don't track. I usually fill up about once a week. It's under $20. I know that depending on gas prices, I'm going to spend $80 a month on gas unless I'm doing something crazy. And then my Hulu subscription came out. My neighbor and I actually share this, y'all. I don't know if that's completely illegal, but like, we even share our internet. So I'm not like giving them a login on a different internet. Like, we share everything because our houses are small and we're right next to each other, and why not? So those do not get tracked. So we are just doing the $13.70. Next is going to be all these debit card transactions. So I am just going to add those up. And you guys, this place right here that I ordered lunch from, phenomenal. And yes, I ordered like a ton because I couldn't decide what I wanted. So I did eat for like 2 days on that. So I'm going to be slightly over budget this paycheck. I was definitely doing a lot better than I thought. So we had 154.01. And then I didn't track any cash. I know I spent cash, but you guys know I'm terrible at that. So there we go. So let's go ahead and flip over to our budget. I hope you all brought your Dramamine because I feel like I am all over the place. Income did not change. So that was $1,564. And then miscellaneous, I did not make any extra money this paycheck. So I don't even know why I was grabbing a calculator. Everything is the same. Boom. So then when it comes to my expenses, I'm going to turn you guys slightly sideways, make my life a little easier. My Chase did not change. Amazon Chase did not change. And you guys, you're going to see that next month, I spent a lot of money, especially on Amazon, but you guys, I got so many Christmas gifts. Like, I bet you I'm at least halfway down my list. I need to update my Christmas present tracker because I bet you I'm like at least halfway done. So the e-savings never changed. Sinking funds, we saw that video. Cash never changes. And then spending. So all I'm going to do is go ahead and add up my credit and debit amounts for each of these. So try to get you guys out of that glare there. So 108.26 plus 4 plus 1370 plus 154.01. You guys, this is probably the closest I have been in a very long time. We are at 279.97. I'm going to round that up to 280. You guys, I don't know if I have been that close with my spending budget in forever. There is something on this notebook over here. Gross. Ugh, gross. Okay. So basically we were over on our spending by $80. So if I take this $21.40 plus the 80, that is going to give me what I actually spent. So that's $22.20. Whew, math. Math is hard sometimes, you guys. So my actual rollover is actually negative. Hold, please. I swear I like choke on my own spit all the time, you guys. I talk too much. I gotta stop talking so much. So if we take the $22.16, which is what we actually made up here, minus our $22.20, which is actually what we spent, our actual rollover is negative $4. So that is not horrible. That is not what I'd like to see. I would have rather had that extra, $70, but I am stocked for a while. So now let's go ahead and do our third paycheck budget. And you guys, look, I accidentally marked on my paper. Third paycheck budget for October. And we are going to continue with the same kit. I went ahead and printed everything out that I needed today. And do I want to use the same washi? We're going to use a different one. So we are just going to pop these bad boys up here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful week. I am so glad that it is my weekend off. We have had so much stuff going on at work that it is just, it's kind of unreal. Like, it's kind of terrifying / like exciting. And I just definitely need a nice weekend of not working. Oh man. Please come up, please come up, please come up. Hoo hoo hoo. My paper does not come up, you guys, usually once it sticks. So lots of things going on. I'm glad that I have this weekend off to kind of reflect and just kind of see, how things are going to be moving forward. It's kind of terrifying, but it is what it is. Stanley, what are you doing? You guys, Stanley is being a heathen. Stanley, come tell the people that you're a heathen. Yeah, there are people that love you. People think you're so cute and you're so crazy and you're such a heathen. Anybody else baby talk their dogs? I definitely do. And he's looking at me like, Mom, leave me alone, lady. All right, so let's go ahead. This is our third paycheck budget. I am going to go ahead. We have our rollover is always a category. It's not technically income. However, it's coming over from the last paycheck. So basically that $4, I could pull that out of my savings and kind of make it even, but I do keep a buffer in my account. And I know that this paycheck, I should be able to cover it. So there will be no credit rollover. And if you guys have not watched any of my other videos, you will see up here that there is what I like to refer to as a credit rollover. And mainly what that is I do spend on my credit cards. They get paid off every month. I have never paid interest on them, but I account for those expenses in my budget. So, you know, I have already accounted in my spending. Let me flip here. So we've already accounted for these credit transactions. So I basically do a fake budget category or income category that is my credit rollover. So I'm not counting for it twice. Does that make sense? It's kind of a weird one. If you guys have any questions, ask me and I will hopefully explain it better than that. But it makes sense in my head. And that's the beauty of personal finance. It's personal no matter how much I want to share with you guys. So no credit rollover for this paycheck. I will have an income amount. And obviously this is, you know, after taxes and healthcare and donations and retirement and all that fun stuff. And does vary somewhat, even though I am technically a salaried employee. And then I always put a miscellaneous category. So let's go ahead and do our total income. There we go. Oh, I kind of cut off my miscellaneous. You know what, guys? This is why. Today I'm using my Parku erasable pens. And, oh, we are like throwing things all over the place. And these are very similar to the Friction pens. They're a lot cheaper. Parku actually reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review their pens and if I would like to try them. And I said, yes, I actually already own them, but what I'd love to do is a giveaway. So that giveaway is not going to happen right now. I am hoping that when we kind of do our November setup, that's when that will happen. I'm still working on what I want to do because I'm not just going to send y'all a set of pens. Like, that's stupid. Or at least in my mind, that's stupid. I want to make it something worthwhile. So I'm looking at like doing maybe like a whole like budget kit, maybe some envelopes, some stickers, a notebook, the pens, you know. So we shall see. But when you do it with an erasable pen, you can just rewrite it. Good job, Jessica. I'm so smart today. All right, let's go ahead and draw some lines. The only thing I am not a fan of is when you do lines like that, they're not as bold as if I was using like one of my Papermate flares or Papermate Inkjoys. These are super bold pens. There we go. So, okay, let's go ahead and finish setting it up and then we'll do numbers in a minute. I want to put some thin washi if I can find it. All right, this is going to match. So we'll just use this one. This is super cute. So I'm just going to kind of put that here in the middle. And then we will do our expenses. And you guys, if you are interested in these stickers, they are available in my Etsy shop. It's always linked below. If you use a different planner, a different size planner, maybe you use a like 7x9 or something larger, let me know. I can adjust the sizes. These are just specifically formatted for like an A5 half letter size book. So let me know if this is something you guys want. I love doing like custom orders. I will gladly do it. So just let me know. All right, so expenses. We always do an electronic savings. And honestly, you guys, I am writing these down in the order of which they come out of my bank account because that's just what makes sense for me. I do have to pay my mortgage for November. Gotta have a house to live in. I also live in a HOA community, so I will have to pay that dues, or those dues. I have to pay my DP&L, which is my electricity, because, you know, I like lights and heat. Got to pay car insurance, which is through Progressive. Y'all don't ever get into a car accident because you guys will see the amount soon, and it is ridiculous. I am trying out some investing with Ellevest, and so far, so good. Really loving that. My only debt I am paying on is my car, so I have to make my car payment. I do always take out cash, and that is because I like to have a little cash on me. It's just, I mean, cash is kind of, yeah, cash is king. We all know this. All right, we're going to try to continue this because the sweet little angel saw something to bark at out the window. But I do carry cash because of where I grew up they're still a little behind the times on some things. So there are places that only take cash or charge you an extra fee for using a credit or debit card, and your girl ain't about that life. So I feel safer having just a little bit of cash. I have switched a lot of things. I used to use all cash, and it's definitely easier to track when you're using a card. So as we've seen, because Jessica doesn't track her cash. She spends it, it's gone, and we don't know what happens. So I am going to do my electronic spending. And again, you know, we'll see how close we can get to that. So let's draw some lines. I do have it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's put our total expenses in. You know, I never think this through. I should put this in and then like write the spending, because then yeah. Okay. So this is going to bug the bejesus out of me. I don't know about you guys. But, so I did put a due date on here. I personally don't use it. Like I said, I do keep a buffer in my account so I can pay things whenever. These are only things that are going to be due during this paycheck, obviously. So let's add some numbers. Okay, so for my rollover, we know that is a negative $4. And yes, I do a negative and parentheses because I want it to stand out. We know that's not going to change, so I'm going to just leave that. Income. Now, I did work a few extra hours and change some stuff, so I got a little bit extra. So I'm getting $1,666. Ooh. And then I never do anything for miscellaneous. I am not going to change this. Actually, yeah, that's not going to change because I've already received it. And then I just won't do any calculate the actual for miscellaneous because of, I don't know if I'm going to sell anything this paycheck. So some simple math means that we have $1,662 to work with. Okay. Huh. Okay, whatever. I think I completely messed up on my little, like, fake budget or my draft budget. Completely screwed it up. All right, electronic savings. That always gets $100. My mortgage is $400. All right, mortgage is $436. Got to pay that so that I have a place to live. HOA is $231. DP&L, you guys, I did a happy dance. My electric bill was so low. I have not had my air conditioning on in a couple months. I have not had my heat on. The Midwest has been very kind to me. It's getting chilly, and I fear I'm going to have to turn the heat on soon. I'm trying to hold out. I don't want to, but my electric bill, you guys, $47. That, I think, is the lowest electric bill I've ever had. Usually it's in like the $60 range, but I have seen it up as high as like $170, depending on what's going on. So, whew. Also the joys of a small house. So, Progressive is $139. Don't ever get into an accident. Ellevest gets $40 every month. My car gets $355. Cash, I take out $120. You will see that stuffing and like wallet cleaning out video tomorrow. And spending is going to stick with the $200, and we're going to see if we can actually stick to that. So, let's go ahead and Boop, boop, boop. Trying to stay out of that glare. All right, so we got 100 plus 436 plus 231, 47, 139, 40, 355, and then 120 and 200 is 320. 15, that doesn't seem right. Did I do that right? That is not what I have. Let's try this again. 100 plus 436 plus 231 plus 47 plus 139 plus 40 plus 355 plus 320. That's better. 1668. All right, so that total is 1668, and you guys, apparently Stanley is getting bored because he's being a pain in the butt right now. So I am going to add one more piece of washi. I think I'm going to use just the plain strips here because that's what's left on this sheet. And you guys, we are using what we have. So there's going to be a lot of pink at the bottom of this. But I'm okay with it. I don't know about you guys, but I like pink. So our potential... Let me move you guys up and see there's something on my notebook. Gross. All right, we're going to put in our potential rollover here. So if we take this number minus this number, you guys, is a negative. And I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with it, and we're going to see our goal is going to be, I'm sorry, you guys can't even see it. So our income, we are looking at 1662. Expenses are looking at 1668. So we are at $6 to the negative. My goal is going to be to not spend so much money and get us to where we are at a positive. Or to sell some stuff and make that work. So I'm going to roll with it, and we're going to see kind of what happens. So the next thing I want to do, like always, is set up my spending trackers. So I am just going to put some washi. Ooh, this girl is getting thick up here. So we got some washi for both sides. And I actually remembered to print everything I needed, you guys, before this. That like never happens. So we got our spending tracker. And then we got our spending tracker. And if you guys are interested in these, like I said, they are in my Etsy shop. With the spending trackers, I give you two options. I give you a total spending, and then I give you that breakdown that I like to use. Because not everybody is like me. Again, like we said, beauty of personal finance, it is just that. It is personal. That's a little crooked, but I'm okay with it. So that is why I wanted to have both of those options. And if I change my mind in the future, then I don't have to completely change everything. I can just, you know, swap out what stickers I'm using. So I just take this little guy here, kind of pop him in the middle, and that way I can track them in a week. And I think there's only been one time I've needed more than one like page for a week. So if I do, that means I'm spending way too much. So that is done. One thing I forgot to do, and one thing I want to do, I like to label the date on my budget. So you can see right here, I'd like to do the same over here. I am just using S516 from Planner Kate. Get that to where you guys can see that there. And I'm going to push this up. This is going to be, I think we'll use this. Should I use this pink or I'm going to use this gray. So we are just going to do October. This is the 30th through November. What is it? Anybody know? I think it's the 12th, right? Yeah, November 12th, 2020. So while I'm doing that, I've also liked labeling my weekly spending because I'm a very dates-oriented person. So this is S244. This is a sampler I got from Planner Kate. I'm just kind of using what I got here. So I've got these 2 green ones, and I think that that's what we're going to roll with. I'm trying to use what I have, you guys. So this one is going to be 10:30 through 11:05. And then this one will be 11:06 through 11:12. Just super small. And then I'll show you where I put all of this. So if we grab this back in, down here at the bottom, I am just going to take this sticker just right in the center here at the bottom, just so that I know when this budget is for, because there is nothing at the top. It just says paycheck budget. And then with my spending trackers, what I've been doing is taking them and just kind of putting them here in this corner. That way I know what dates I'm looking at. I know it's super small, but it's just so that if I am recording transactions, sometimes I don't do it every day, but I know where things need to go. So let me zoom you. Well, actually, no. I want to flip back to my sinking funds. And I just want to kind of touch on these for just a second. So these are my October sinking funds. I am going to have to zoom you out just a tiny bit. There we go. And you guys, I have never been more happy to have my sinking funds. I use them so much in the past 2 weeks. I have bought Christmas gifts. Like, I don't think I have any gift money left. Actually, I've spent more on Christmas gifts. But I am one of those people, you know, I didn't technically start saving until later, so I'm okay with it. I used some of my house money because my TV here in my office/spare bedroom went out, and I didn't want to spend a lot. I found a 32-inch basic TV on Facebook Marketplace for 40 bucks. And I bought it. And it works great. It does what I need to do. I use the Amazon Fire Sticks, so I didn't need a smart TV anyway. I did go get my hair done. So I used a portion, like I used basically everything that was in my hair sinking fund. And then I did need a little extra that I took out of my like sinking cash savings. It's kind of a sinking fund without a plan. I don't track it, but I just took some money out of there. And then I did go get the dog's nails trimmed, so I took money from there. So you guys, sinking funds saved me this paycheck. I was already over, and I would have been so far over if I tried to do all of this without this money. I mean, this is literally an extra $180, like $180. And I honestly, if I'd had more, I could have pulled more. And I thought about pulling from other categories, but I'm trying not to do that. But you guys, it saved me. We will close these out next, like in my sinking fund video, which will be coming up in the next couple of weeks. And I'm so excited to stuff them again. I can't wait. So this is everything for this week, you guys. We have our spending trackers ready to go so that I can stay on top of my spending. And I've got my budget all laid out. This mark is going to drive me nuts, but that's okay. It's only for 2 weeks. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button down below so that you can become part of this little fam that we got going on in this corner of the internet. Hit the bell so you don't miss a single upload, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!